Hey, Pokemon Masters, Birdkeeper Toby here. Let me tell you how I went on a real-life Pokemon adventure. Last month, many of you will be aware from a video that I did while I was out in the desert, I was in America. I was traveling the United States of America. I went out there on a plane and I was immediately greeted with new experiences. A climate I had never been in before, cities that were shaped differently. There was actually a car crash on our first day. It was quite eventful. Don't worry, I wasn't in the car crash. Everyone was alright. But I can imagine now what it's like for Ash Ketchum to step off the plane in Unova and then kind of immediately be greeted by some Team Rocket conundrum. Yes, Team Rocket were responsible for the crash. And while I was out there, as I say, you've already seen me in the desert. I went to all sorts of locations. That video is one of 7. A new series called Pokemon Let's Go Explore. There's river, there's mountain, apocalypse, forest, desert, and space. These are all the different locations I visited, like different towns in a Pokemon world, different environments where I'd see wildly different creatures. On long winding roads, we saw goats like Go-Go. We saw deer like Sawsbuck or Stantler. In a desert-like piece of Utah, we saw some cool little spiders at night, kind of reminded me of Joltik. And actually, while we were out in the desert, we didn't see any snakes, but we saw the trails of snakes, markings in the ground, reminding me of Survivor. The coolest one, absolutely, was a beach in California covered in elephant seals. They just reminded me so much of Celio and Walrein. They were really cool and really massive. My trip out there has actually reminded me that I really love animals. I think of them like real-life Pokemon, and this was a new region I was in with all these incredible new environments. I also met incredible people, other Poketubers, for example. I met K. Cray, Almighty Arceus, Hoops and Hip Hop, Mystic Umbreon. I met Good Guy Ghastly and Arizo. I met 1/3 of Treacicle. Of course, you all know I met Loxton and did some videos with him out there as well. And I got to meet Braxton Burks, who's responsible for the Johto Legends Symphony. It was like going out and meeting, lots of familiar faces for me, friends of mine. But it's like meeting the gym leaders in the Elite Four of the America region. And I got to meet loads of you, other Pokemon trainers. Some of you were kind enough to bring me like presents and pictures that you had drawn. I bought some Pokemon cards to give away, and then other people bought Pokemon cards to give away, and there was this whole table of Pokemon cards, and people were helping themselves and just trading and battling. The meetups I was expecting to get gradually smaller, they actually got gradually bigger, starting in LA, then San Francisco, and then finally Portland, Oregon. I had an incredible time meeting incredible characters, seeing amazing animals, and visiting incredible locations. But there is one person out there in particular who stood above the rest that I have to shout out. A viewer, one of you who said possibly the bravest thing a viewer has ever said to me. Because when you're a viewer of someone on YouTube, you tend to, I think, look up to them, you like the stuff that they're making. And so it's incredibly hard, I think, to tell them what they're doing wrong, which I actually always appreciate and always feel free to tell me how I could be better in connecting with you. And that's what she said. Her name is Nub for you, by the way, and any of you spend any time looking at my social media or comments will know who she is because she is a regular member of this community. And she said to me, Toby, your audience don't feel like you care sometimes. And I said, of course, well, what do you mean? What do you mean? She went, Toby, you're not replying to comments all that often. You're not engaging on the social medias all that often. And she's totally right. I had not been. I had let that slip, and the moment she said that, it was like it clicked in my brain. But hang on, wasn't that something I was like really good at doing? And I went home that night to my hotel room and just spent 2 hours just replying to comments. And I have been more active on my social media than ever before. Right now, you can see I'm not in America anymore. I'm in London doing another thing, this Facebook creator course that I've been lucky to take part in. You can see that. You give me a like. I'm sure that translates to both YouTube and Facebook. Anyway, I'm in a little creator studio booth learning how to use Instagram better, how to use Facebook better, how to use my socials better, to engage with you, I hate the word engage, to speak with you, to hang out. I'm doing Instagram live streams where you actually get to jump into the live stream with me and have a little one-on-one call with me in front of everyone, and we get to hang out and talk about Pokemon or whatever's going on that day. I'm actually doing one of those right after I'm done filming this, and none of you is so right. I went on a real-life Pokemon adventure, and through the Let's Go series that started with the desert video and the 7 more videos, I can't wait to share more of it with you. I explored new places, had new experiences, saw new species, and met wonderful people who helped me, gave me advice, worked with me so that we could all be the very best like no one ever was. And if that is not the closest thing to a real-life Pokemon adventure, then I don't know what is. And I'm looking forward to sharing it with you over the coming months with the Let's Go Explore series. And tell me, this is just like a bonus video? This is an extra bit of content? But I'd love to know, from your back garden where there are insects to nearby forests that you may have gone to, right out to other countries, have you been on any real-life Pokemon adventures? What did you think about the animals you saw or the places you went? You'll come to know that I thought of the volcano like Mount Chimney, or that I thought of the forests like Four Tree City. So let me know, and as always, soar high, Pokemon Masters. Videos like these would not be possible without the support of my Patreons, and a special thank you to Ink Thinks, the big patron of the month, for making this video happen. Thank you.